For a lot of years, the Knicks were hated.
Wouldn't go there.
Players would talk down on them. We watched Kyrie and Durant purposely go to the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
As a lot of y'all know, the New York Knicks have made it to the NBA Finals. And they got lucky because if my Pistons would have got past the Cavaliers, we all know the Knicks probably would have got swept, okay? I know they on a run right now, but the Pistons was blowing them out all season, I'm just saying. But I'm trying not to be a hater today. And Joe Budden and his crew, they're happy for their Knicks. So let's see what they got to say. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
Fucking amazing. The city is
excited
alive.
The Knicks won. It feels good to be alive.
Feel good to be here during this time.
Word.
Right? The city is.
You're going to turn up.
Yo, I ain't go to Cleveland.
And do what?
I was shocked, man. People went out there.
Well, they was telling people no. Like Fat Joe was saying, like they wouldn't even trying to sell them seats.
Yeah, they wasn't giving floor seats.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, not to New Yorkers.
Yeah. Spike Lee wasn't on the floor.
Good for them.
On the floor. Yeah, they was
I
like, no, you're
respect
not
that.
getting on the floor. Don't matter. Nigga, did you see how many Knicks fans was out there? They said 40% of the tickets was New York, New Jersey residents.
That's fire.
Niggas traveled.
I think that's dope.
They
I
took
think
that
that's
shit
dope
over.
as a
I'm
fan
watching.
base.
I
watching.
respect it.
Look, I'm watching where the game is clearly over, like because it was a blowout. Niggas hit a 3-pointer and it sounded like if you didn't know no better, you just looking at the
Y'all
screen.
third string point guard when he shot a 3.
Word.
The whole
The
stadium.
whole fucking place went up.
Yeah.
Well, he shot a few threes. He actually
did.
made more field goals than James Harden.
Oh, I know, because I had James Harden on my. Yeah, I know.
Look, I respect
Motherfucker.
I respect the New York fan base for showing up everywhere they go. You can't hate on that. Like I respect that. If my team was there, I'd want them to do the same thing. I love that. I also love that Cleveland is saying like no courtside seats for prominent New Yorkers. I respect that too.
I don't want to hear nothing else about what Cleveland has to say about anything.
Well,
At least for another 10 minutes. Today's not the day for what Cleveland thought about things. Cleveland thinks that they're winning the series analytically.
Harden said that after the game. He said, "I still think we're the better team."
Yeah, I know.
I hate when people say that.
He said that?
Yeah, he said that.
In his pros conference. He said, "I still think we're the better team." I know what he's thinking, but
I don't.
Yeah, no.
I think
know
every
what he's
competitor
thinking.
feels that way. I'm
He
just
can't-
saying, you don't say it.
He can't feel
He didn't
that way.
compete.
Yo,
Fuck are we talking about? Bro, they tight right now that he got a option. Because he got to play an option. They mad right now.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
I have to, sorry to break up this loser fest that you guys are having over there. It has to be. Y'all are not Knicks fans. I have to just shout out the organization. I do. The fans traveling is great. Good to see the New York fans have more money than some of the fans of you other fan base, some of you other teams.
That's a real good point.
Because the Knicks fans are moving around, taking over buildings. Who knows if that'll happen in Oklahoma City or in San Antonio? But Texas is big, and the Thunder, man. Let's see. You got to get there first. But the organization, right? Leon Rose, Worldwide West, the repair job that they had to do, just from an image standpoint amongst players in the league. For a lot of years, the Knicks were hated.
Wouldn't go there.
Players would talk down on them. We watched Kyrie and Durant purposely go to the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
We watched LeBron shit on everything we did. Like, yeah, their rapport with their colleagues and peers was just really, really, really down, really bad. Teams wouldn't trade with them, and if you did trade with them, it had to be an absolute fleece. So to bring Leon Rose and Worldwide West in there, Allen Houston, again, the Jalen Brunson trade that I won't pull up all the clips of what y'all really said when that trade went down, but y'all out there, you know what you said. For your star player to buy into culture, for the Knicks to have a culture, for the star player to say, you know what, y'all keep that $113 million, I'm going to just sign and do what I'm doing. Yeah, it's big. It's big. Ballsy move to fire Tibbs, but they did it. Mike Brown, hats off to you for the job you're doing, playing the bench. For getting him a bench, he's playing a bench, establishing the bench, being able to change mid-game in real time with what you're doing. Like, I can't say enough positive things about the Knicks. They went out and got an award-winning doctor team, all of the doctors and the physicians and the health people, they went and got them. They won an award, whatever year that was, for being the best. They just did a lot in the background. The capologist dude that they brought in who has them, Cleveland, it was the most expensive team in the league, second apron team. The Knicks, for all of these players and contracts, they are a first apron team. They worked wonders with that cap and what they were able to do. So much so that they call it a Knicks loophole, what the other teams be trying to do. Like, the Knicks did some things that, if you're just a fan watching, you're not going to really understand. But if you're a real fan, a lot of work was done behind the scenes before the talent showed up on the court. All of those trades, we traded Josh Hart for a chopped cheese in Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish wasn't getting no burn, and we traded for Josh Hart. An Anobi trade. Oh, come on, man. The fucking Donovan Mitchell trade that we don't do, that gives us the assets to go get Bridges and all the rest of these guys. The Julius trade, you got to tip your hat to Karl Anthony Towns. Come on, man. I could be here all day with this, but the Knicks, for all of the years of pain and heartache and agony, i.e. the Roy Hibbert block on Melo and whatever game that was against fucking Indiana. Oh, my God, the heartache. Damn, what was I about to say? Oh, for all the heartache and pain, no Knicks fan out there would ever imagine that our next road to the finals would be this stress-free. That's just the part that I keep bugging out about as a Knicks fan.
It's not.
This has been a stress-free.
Except for that one moment.
Y'all are grinded out.
When y'all were down.
When they were down 2-1 to Atlanta.
And people talk about, will Mike Brown keep his job?
Blow up the team, trade for Greek Freak, all of that.
Yeah.
Since then, on this 11-game win streak, historic shit that they're doing.
The other thing I like about the Knicks, I hate the Knicks, but the one thing I like about this story is the Villanova piece of it too. Watching three guys who played together in college I wish White Dante could be there too, but like to see the three guys who played together in college play in the NBA Finals together is almost impossible to imagine. The odds of that are so low. And they're three good guys. They're fun to watch. They're fun in the press conferences. They play great basketball together.
They look poised.
Yeah.
They look a team is my biggest thing.
Yes.
Like, they are so in sync with each other on offense and defense.
All the way down, too.
Yeah, all the way down.
All the way down the
It's
bench.
impressive.
The personalities,
Everybody bought
matches
in.
their personality. Like this,
Tough.
Yeah, they look connected. They look like job not finished. To go out on the road, people keep talking about the competition they played, but to close out an NBA team on the road multiple times by 30 or more is no small feat.
Facts.
It's no small feat. They look like they like each other. They look like they're not pleased.
That was important.
They look like guys that did not want to hang up their NBA Cup banner, whatever that mid-season tournament is. And we had that whole talk, should they hang it up, should they not hang it up?
Yeah, you got to hang it now.
But in hindsight, yeah, these are the guys that didn't want to hang that banner.
and I respect that.
And this is the best Knicks team that a lot of us have seen in our lifetimes. That's no disrespect to Pat Ewing, Charles Oakley, Anthony Mason, Charles Smith, Derek Harper, Charlie Ward, Hubert Davis, Ronaldo Blackman, all of the guys. There's no disrespect to y'all. Larry Johnson, Chris Childs, Allen Houston, Sprewell.
They just look like they all
Kurt
bought
Thomas.
into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't usually see that where it looks like the entire, from the front office all the way down, everybody bought into it. They all believe. I hit you. I was like, yo, y'all got it. Yeah. I don't think the Knicks believe that there's nothing that can stop them right now.
And I love that feeling, and I want y'all to hold on to that so that when the season ends, wherever y'all watch the other team win, whether it's the Spurs or the OKC, that you can pat yourselves on the back and say, we did our best, and we did something special. It's like Rocky 1.
That's a different type of hate right there, big dog.
No.
Especially when like, nigga, they swept our team.
What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah.
I see that shit different.
They gonna dog walk y'all. Oklahoma City gonna beat the dog shit out of y'all.
I don't think so. I honestly don't think so.
I hope so.
I think the Spurs would make it tough. I think OKC is not going to stand a chance against the Knicks.
I think the world is going to be in for a rude awakening.
I'm
Maybe healthy OKC, but they're not healthy.
They're not going to be healthy.
Fam,
But
don't ever underestimate just the will and might. I think them niggas really believe, like, yo, we cannot be stopped.
No, they believe it.
And I'll take it further than that. Stupid ass dodos out there. Why would y'all want this group of Knicks to feel like they the underdog and read all that shit that y'all saying? I think they operate better from the underdog standpoint.
I think so too. I think they are going to. They're like Rocky, and I think this is their Rocky moment.
I think
Rocky
somebody getting pummeled in game one. I don't give a fuck which one of them niggas went over there. Somebody getting pummeled on. And don't say I didn't tell you.
Okay.
Or the Knicks
Don't
not
say I
part
didn't
of the
tell
somebody.
you. No, the Knicks gonna pummel on one.
I think the Knicks gonna jump on.
The Knicks are gonna
I
absolutely.
think that's true because I also think that series is about to go to 7. So they're going to come in on tired legs, and the Knicks are going to be well rested.
That's true. That's proven. Like you saw when the Sixers went 7 against Boston, they got mollywopped in game 1 against the Knicks the next round. It happens, but sometimes we've seen historically teams get too much rest.
Don't say the Sixers and Celtics again. We're having a championship level conversation.
I'm saying y'all beat us.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it could repeat it, but sometimes when you sit out 7, the NBA Finals is next Wednesday, right? So you're talking about 9 days of rest or 8-9 days of rest. That could be too much. Sometimes you get out of sync.
I'm not scared of the Thunder or the Spurs. To even have a chance to win it, you got to be in the dance. My team is there. It's been a long time. Knicks fans are pleased, but we're not satisfied. Job not done. Job not done. Ain't nobody celebrating too much right now. Job not done.
Can't wait to take your money.
Oh, I'm taking all.
What's
all
the bet?
bets.
What's the bet?
Well, first I got to see who's in the finals.
Why? The theory out there is the Knicks can't beat either one of them. Why we got?
I'm talking a lot of
That's
shit
not-
for a guy that's got to wait and see some shit.
That's not my theory. My theory is that I think OKC is a tougher matchup for them. I think the Spurs can beat OKC. I do, but I think if I'm the Knicks, I'd rather see the Spurs. The Spurs haven't been there before. I think Wemby's conditioning is bad. I
agree with that.
I think there's a few X factors with the Spurs that could play in the Knicks' favor. I'm not so sure about OKC, so I'm a bet either way. I'm just saying
what's your
how
bet?
much is going to be.
What's your bet if it's OKC, and what's your bet if it's the Spurs?
I need to see the end of the series because I made a bet with him before, and then the next hour Embiid broke his neck. You know what I mean? Like
and
I'm gonna see
Jalen
the end of the
Williams
series.
is a pivotal part to that OKC thing.
He is.
And now both of them are hurt. Jalen Williams and Mitchell are hurt. That matters.
Yeah, all these things matter.
That matters.
But I still think Knicks can lose, and I hope they do.
Great.
They're not
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You share that on your platform.
I got enough hate for
Go
everywhere.
Knicks. Go Knicks, man. What?
Now, first and foremost, I do want to give a healthy shout out to the Knicks. They've been through a lot. Karl Anthony Towns been through a lot. A lot of y'all trying to say he's zesty, talking about how he talks, how his body move, pause.
Hey, no Diddy, man. No Diddy.
His body language and all of this other stuff. And of course, the horrendous state of the franchise that the Knicks have been in, from the owner, from the fans, the losing faith. You got a lot of people in New York that were constantly saying, I don't trust the Knicks. You got Cameron on ESPN right now as this team is in the NBA Finals saying that he still doesn't trust the Knicks. And that's because this franchise has let so many fans down. And I hope this year is the year they can finally get a ring, because ever since I was young, I've heard about Knicks fans being so depressed about this franchise and not getting back to a ring. And of course, we know how famous New York is as a city. You watching so many of these celebrities from New York sit courtside, desperate for a win. I'm happy for my boy Spike Lee. Spike Lee is probably giving the Knicks millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. And I think his tickets are free. But I think he's still spending money with the Knicks. He deserves a ring. He deserves a ring, okay? So look, I'm happy for the Knicks. Am I still a little salty? Yes. You see your boy Marc Lamont Hill, he's salty his 76ers didn't go nowhere, but my Pistons had a better chance than the 76ers. Let's keep it real. Right? No disrespect to Mark, but come on, Embiid, he was going to break down. In the conference finals or the NBA finals, Embiid wasn't making it. Okay, my Pistons, we had the #1 record in the East, but we relied too much on Cunningham, and that's the issue. Nobody want to help. Even Cunningham has some iffy games, but this Cavaliers team, I remember I had faith in James Harden. I thought he would come to the Cavaliers and just be a point guard. I didn't think he needed to score 30. I just said, if James can give you a consistent 20 and 7, hell, the Cavaliers would have took 17 and 7, but just give us some assists. And I'm watching games where he don't even have an assist in the first half. And it was a few games against the Pistons when the Cavaliers was looking a little iffy and James Harden showed up and we was like, okay, he trying to save his legacy. And then he plays the Knicks and his legacy just continues to go down the toilet as somebody who is not clutch and somebody who doesn't show up in important moments. I think most people are blaming Harden instead of Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan Mitchell has some iffy games too, but this Cavaliers team, I never thought they were as good as the hype. You know, I don't even think LeBron should go to the Cavaliers. I see a lot of people putting that out there. No, LeBron, go to the Spurs. Go play with that boy Wemby and get some assists. Just go to the Spurs, play the point guard, and cruise to a championship, because they might win one this year. I will say Wemby is a little iffy. He up and down for me. I looked at the game last night. He only had like 3 rebounds and the game was almost over. But still, I think that Spurs team could really utilize LeBron James. But I'm getting off topic. Shout out to the Knicks. I know some people like, how we start talking about the Pistons and the Cavs and we should be celebrating the Knicks. Hey, the Knicks got there. We can have a little basketball talk, right? Who y'all think gonna win between OKC and the Spurs? I saw OKC went crazy last night. I was expecting that, but I'm still expecting a 7-game series. Shout out to the Knicks again. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns. And of course, shout out to Brunson. I can't believe I went this whole video without mentioning Brunson. My bad, Brunson. We know you was the man of the team, putting foot in James Harden all series long. And I love, you know, when they throwing up the trophy, Brunson was the one who really didn't look satisfied. You know, Cat and everybody else was celebrating, but that let me know at least Brunson is still hungry and the rest of the team, they can lean on that energy. Okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.